Hey there, Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley with you. It is Thursday, December here. We're going ahead toward a busy forecast still. There's always something going on this time of year, and we have a lot to talk about for the next little bit as well. As we go throughout the night tonight, we'll be looking at cold weather building back in, a small chance of a couple snowflakes going into tomorrow morning, especially for our northern counties, something to keep an eye on. And elsewhere, we're going to start to see a warm up towards Saturday, the first half of the weekend, but toward that second half, we're really going to see a big change, a brutal spell of some cold air moving in for Sunday into Monday. That's going to be something that we have to watch for, and it is alert worthy. Going into Sunday and Monday, we are going to be talking about a weather impact alert for just how cold that air is going to be and how windy it's going to be and how it'll make you feel. So let's get right to it. We showed you the 7-day forecast first. We can start with this and then dive into the rest of the details. You can see here a couple of flakes are possible in the sky early on for your Friday. That'll be something we keep an eye on for sure. And then clouds will be sticking around most of the day. I'm not expecting impacts from any of those snowflakes, at least as of right now, and the better chance for those would be near the Virginia border. So if you're up there along the state line, any of those counties to the north, that would be something to keep an eye on. Elsewhere, we'll start to see improving weather, pretty nice weather, a little bit warmer too for Saturday. We'll have a high temperature getting into the 50s for Saturday, so a warm up is there for the first half of the weekend. Looking ahead to Sunday and then Monday, that's when the real nasty stuff starts to move our way, the bitter cold, and it is going to feel so cold going into that point in time. Then toward the middle of next week, we'll be warming up a little bit, so lots of changes coming our way. Let me show you where the storm system is that we're tracking right now. It's moving across the middle of the country. This is often called an Alberta Clipper. It comes in from the middle of Canada, moves its way across the U.S. fairly quickly, and it can bring kind of a short burst of decent snowfall. And that's what's happening right now in Illinois. So they're getting this pretty nicely right now across places like Springfield, Illinois, and that's where we're going to take you to right now. This is a live shot. You can see it's snowing really well and accumulating too, in fact. Now, these people are used to some snowfall. It's not North Carolina necessarily. And you can see traffic is moving along and things like that. But that snow has really limited visibility in a big way. It's pretty and it sure is accumulating. So that's what's happening right there in central Illinois right now. Now, it's not just them that'll be getting in on this snowy action. It's moving across Indiana and Kentucky too. In fact, I can show you where there are winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings as well. So this is kind of the map of the snow for today. Just looking at the Weather Service advisories. Illinois to Indiana, down to Kentucky, and over into Virginia. So for our neck of the woods, something that we'll be keeping an eye on, Central Virginia here does have some winter weather advisories. That's where they can be looking at accumulating snowfall into tonight and into tomorrow morning too. So something to keep an eye on out that way. Our Futurecast, it's been a little aggressive with this, I have to say. It does try and put a couple of snow showers into the Triad area for tomorrow morning, especially our northern counties. I don't really buy that. They would be reaching the ground. So that's just my opinion on this. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But I don't really anticipate this to be any sort of an issue for our area tomorrow. This is pretty much the only model around that wants to give us any sort of snowfall. So in my opinion, we would be looking mostly just at some nuisance or fun flakes or flurries. If we were to look at that early tomorrow morning through the middle of tomorrow morning, just a low chance of some snow showers for our northern counties, and just kind of keep an eye on things. We'll keep you posted tomorrow morning if there's any change, but overall, not really expecting too much to come out of that. So that's kind of where we stand for tomorrow. As far as what the computer models are showing, hardly any are giving us any sort of accumulation. We're mostly looking here at very low amounts of snowfall. Our model on the right-hand side, the one that's called the graph, that's the only one that's showing any sort of accumulation, and I just don't really think that that's all that likely for us. So that's something to keep in mind for tomorrow. Pretty much a no-impact snow event for our area. So if you don't see those flakes, what you will see are mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the low 30s with a high temperature right there around 40 for tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be a cool day of weather, but bitter cold will make that look like child's play by the end of the weekend. We actually have a one-day warm-up coming in for Saturday. Temperatures getting up into the 50s, maybe even near 60 degrees for Saturday. So the weekend will start off warm. And that's kind of the start of things going into Saturday. After that, we can't really ignore all that Arctic air moving our way. That's a big deal front that's coming in, and it's really going to crash the party going into Sunday. It'll be really windy on Sunday as this air rushes in. We'll see some winds gusting around 30 to 40 miles per hour. And then the wind chills are going to be brutal. So on Sunday, this is what it's feeling like throughout the day. A wind chill right around 20 degrees for Sunday afternoon. And then by the evening, the wind chill is going to be in the single digits. So this is what you're feeling like on Sunday evening as well. Nasty, cold kind of stuff. So we have gone ahead and put out a weather impact alert for you on Sunday evening into Monday morning. That'll be for wind chills that are right there in the single digits around our area. And you just got to limit the time outside. That would be my recommendation to you. Dress as warmly as you can, limit that outside time, and that would be the best bet for you. I'm going to leave you with the 7-day forecast here as we get you up to speed on the weather across the Triad, and we'll be right back in a couple of minutes with a look at Carolina weather.